Community Spotlight, powered by ATB Wealth Kelowna. Ready to take a powerful step towards the future you want today? Connect with local advisors at ATB Wealth Kelowna to get started.
Hello everyone and welcome to Community Spotlight, brought to you by ATB Wealth, where we do features on people that are making differences in the community. And today I'm joined by Ceinwen and Garcia.
Thank you for having me, Rob.
Thanks for joining.
Absolutely.
I didn't butcher your name too bad.
No, you nailed it. You're good.
It was one of those, I'm like, I got to ask. And you know, you can go into Google and say, how do you pronounce this name? So
yeah, I've done that.
I'm sure you get that a lot. So thanks for joining me, Ceinwen. I really appreciate it. So you wear a lot of hats. So
I do.
I think I was looking at, it's on your LinkedIn. It said you're a realtor, a founder, and a comfort zone disruptor. And I love that. I love the last one. I think that's so cool. So your day job, quote unquote, is as a realtor. I'm curious, how long have you been doing that? Like, how long have you been in the realty game?
Yeah, you know what? It's real estate. Don't tell my husband this, but real estate is my first love. I've been in the industry now for probably 19 years.
Wow. Okay.
But as a licensed agent, about 10. I think I'm going on 10, 11 years now. Okay. I absolutely love it, and I'm born and raised here in Kelowna. So
wow.
Yeah, it's been fun to see it grow, and it's been fun to help individuals buy and sell their property here, in places that, what once was a single family home is now a fourplex.
Right.
So it's been fun to see the community grow as well.
Did you move away at all, or are you been here the whole time?
I did. Actually, what started my real estate career was a sudden move last minute when I was, 19 to Fort St. John.
Okay.
And I got hired as a receptionist at RE/MAX.
Okay.
And then RE/MAX said, "You don't have the personality for a receptionist. Let's put you in the back in conveyancing." So honestly, that's what started my real estate career. I knew the second that I was in that room, this was home. So
interesting.
And then I moved back.
What do you love about, I'm always curious. I always like sort of the origin story, for lack of a better word. Like, what got you into real estate, though? Like, why? Were you just looking for a job when you were 19 and you just happened to land into it? Or was there a passion somewhere there? Or
I don't like being bored. And that's a big draw for me. To sit at a desk and do the same thing over and over and over. I just can't do it. But hey, we need those people.
For sure.
We absolutely need those people.
Not everyone's the same.
I cannot do it. Yeah. So real estate, even getting in as an unlicensed assistant, you're constantly learning. The laws continuously change. The paperwork changes. Marketing, technology. Look where we are today now with AI. So it's honestly, it's the lack of,
Nothing's ever the same. There's less monotony in a role like that. And where do you get your passion for, what do you love about the real estate side? Like what gets you up in the morning? What drives you? What motivates you? What makes a smile on your face?
Every realtor is going to say the people. Every realtor is going to say it's my clients. And honestly, my clients are the best because I turn them into friends. I love what I do because of them.
Right.
But it's also the excitement, the rush of the offers, and going in and competing for it and making sure that you are battling for that best price for your client, whether you're representing the seller or the buyer. That is very exhilarating and exciting for me. So that drives me too.
Love it. So you're wearing your realtor hat and you decide I'm bored. I'm going to go do something else. And you started the Boss Network? Is that how did that come up? Where did that
Well, it was an accident. So it was actually, I co-founded a company called Boss Babe VIP, and that was done with a client of mine, past client turned friend, turned business partner, and it was an accident. We just knew great individuals that were boss babes, and we're like, well, why don't we have a bit of a get together, and we'll bring them together. I think they had about 20 women in the room.
Okay.
And a girlfriend of mine, she asked me in front of everyone, she's like, "So are you guys going into business together?" And it was at that moment I was like, yes, we are. I intended to. But it was an accident after that. People kept asking, when's the next one? So Boss Babe VIP was alive for about 2.5 years. We hosted 11 sold out events. We hosted in Portia, Kelowna. We've hosted at KF Center for Excellence. So it really took the community by storm, and that's what really drove me for the next chapter of the Boss Network, because my co-founder, business partner, she's got her own things now. She's too busy, so she decided to go elsewhere. And hey, love her to pieces, but I couldn't stop. So I rebranded and started a new company called the Boss Network.
So Boss Babe VIP is no longer. So this is the evolution of Boss.
It's the next chapter.
Got it. And is it just you?
It is just myself.
For now, we say yes.
Yes.
So tell us. So what is the Boss Network? Tell us a little bit about what's your passion and what you guys do within the network.
Yeah. So the Boss Network, it's a bold community made to nurture entrepreneurs as well as the 9-to-5ers. There's a lot of individuals out there that are sitting at that desk job. That desk job, and they're looking to maybe focus on their side hustle and maybe evolve it. I want to create a safe place for entrepreneurs and the 9-to-5ers to really flourish, as well as we have a lot of incredible leaders here in the Okanagan, Nikki being one of them, where I want to give them a stage to stand on, a microphone, a voice to share with the entrepreneurs here in the community, share their experiences, give their perspectives, because let me tell you, if you are in a position like myself as a realtor, I'm a sole entrepreneur, I don't have a team behind me.
Right.
If you have perspective from somebody else, it'll make you pivot. If you're in a complete stall, that different perspective, that voice, that leader with that mic, it can change the game for you. So that's what I'm trying to do with the Boss Network.
And is the network, is that side of it more, I'm going to say, event driven, or do you actually work one-on-one with people? Like how do you execute sort of that vision into the community? Is it mostly through events?
So thank you. That's a great question. The Boss Network was launched on June 5th this year.
Okay, like it's
She's young.
Okay.
She's very, very young. So throughout the summer, I have got her off the ground, created the website, did the company itself, everything like that. There's a lot behind the scenes,
for sure.
as well as I really wanted to launch that first event to kind of kickstart it.
Got it.
So that's the one that we'll get to in a little bit here.
Second here, absolutely.
But no, it's not just going to be events, because that's what I found with my previous co-founded company. We would do a couple events a year,
and everyone's gone.
But then what happens? What happens to those entrepreneurs?
After. Right.
So I got a lot of little things up my sleeve that I'm planning on rolling out. So it's going to be like Boss Talks, where I'm going to have these leaders coming in solid for a couple days. We're going to be doing a podcast kind of setup. Then I'll be dropping the episodes throughout the year and sending out to the database as well, and with links to these influential leaders here in our community. So if there is something that speaks to someone, that entrepreneur that is struggling, we'll have that link, that contact, that email to reach out to the entrepreneur for a bit of one-on-one coaching. And it's unpaid, but it's giving back to the community because that's what it's about.
Interesting. So you're truly trying to create a network.
I am, a family.
Yeah, and I love what you're saying, that because we all go to these events, and I always find, even if you go to big events in Vancouver, Toronto, wherever, and you get all hyped up, and then you just come back and you're back into reality, right? Family pressures, this and that, and work, and then you never implement what you've said you're going to do, where you need that support network sometimes to maybe push us a little bit to get there.
No, absolutely. There's nobody holding you accountable at that point. You ride the high for a few days after, maybe a couple weeks, but then it gets to a point where you fall back into that habit of whatever it is, that rut you're in, or just that, the mundane movement. So that is what I'm trying to do. We will see it evolve. Like I said, I'm only a few months young here, so I'll get there.
Well, kudos to you for doing it, because I know you were, like I said, I'm sure it's not easy just running a successful realty business, and now you're adding this to it. So so let's talk about this amazing event that you have, October 2nd, so it's coming up.
It is.
A few weeks. It's called Breaking New Ground.
Yes.
So tell us about it. What's it about? What are people going to experience? I see that there's some amazing speakers you have lined up. I'll let you talk about it. So.
I'll do. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Actually, today we're officially 2 weeks away from the event. Okay. We're 80% sold. So if you haven't bought your ticket, get out there and buy it. Because once they're gone, they're gone. So this event, I knew what I was going to call it back in spring. When the chapter was closing on my previous company with Boss Babe VIP, there was a big shift, a big change. And I was talking to a lot of individuals about their personal life or career changes that they have. And everybody's kind of been going through this movement of starting over or pivoting, or just stepping up into a new role. And I don't know what it is, what's in the air, but I knew I had to bring that as a focus. My past events have been focused a lot on, CEOs flourishing, your business, paving the way, that sort of thing. But this time I really wanted to focus on the ground, starting over. Growth is messy.
For sure.
And it's difficult.
For sure.
And it's about resilience and pivoting. So I really wanted to bring some incredible individuals to the stage, which I have 3 incredible women that have had to pivot and have these gritty stories. And I want people to feel their stories and to feel that no matter what you're going through, personally or professionally, you will get through this.
Yeah.
And here are some tools, here are some takeaways that you can get through.
Okay.
And these women are so personable as well. You can definitely reach them after the event, and I'm sure they'll shed some more information.
So maybe let's talk about who they are. So you have 3 amazing speakers.
Yes.
I don't know who you want to start with, but I'll let you sort of get through the 3 that are going to be there, and a little bit about maybe what they'll be speaking on as well. Yeah.
Sure. So I have Jess Titu, sorry.
Yeah.
She is from Canada. She's a Canadian.
Okay.
She's flying in from out east.
Okay, cool.
She has this tough story where she had to start her life over at the age of 15. And it's a very sad story, but she takes that sadness and she pivots and she turns it into something great. She became this serial entrepreneur. She's been named one of Canada's top 40 under 40.
Wow.
She's won multiple awards, national awards for speaking as well. She has actually spoke here in Kelowna a handful of years ago, so she's happy to come back.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
we live in a beautiful community.
Yeah.
So she's going to just be speaking about that change and that pivot, and no matter how you keep going through, but then also what happens once you get there, once you get out of that darkness, how do you flourish?
Yeah.
Because she, like I said, she's a serial entrepreneur. She runs multiple companies in that spa and beauty realm. So she's just taken it by storm in Alberta and Saskatchewan. So she's definitely going to have a lot of information to share with our attendees. And of course, next is, I'm sorry if I'm babbling, you guys.
No, this is great.
I'm excited.
It. But it's good to give people just an understanding of what they're going to expect when they're there, right? So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So Alana Moore, she was the first speaker that I lined up for this event. And I don't even know how I stumbled upon her. It was through Instagram. And I listened to a couple clips of her speaking.
Right.
And she is an up-and-coming speaker. She's actually been placed in Canada's top 40 under 40 for entrepreneur as well.
Very cool.
Yeah, so she's taken it by storm. But her story, it's so tough as well. She's got a background. She was incarcerated for a handful of years.
I was reading that, insane.
And when I get goosebumps every time I talk about her. When I heard her speak, I actually teared up because she literally was in the least favorable place anybody in this world would want to be. And she had 2 choices: give up or push through. Yeah. And she took those tools and she pushed through. And look where she is today. Now she's a mother. She's an entrepreneur as well. She's a founder. She's a philanthropist. Yeah. She's giving back to the community. So she's flying in from Puerto Rico to speak to us.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yes.
Very cool.
And definitely last but not least is one of our local speakers. Love her so much. Pam Radar. Again, she's an entrepreneur. She's a founder, a philanthropist as well. She's also a best-selling author, so she's going to be there. I'm sure she'll have her book out. So if you haven't bought her book, you guys should do that. And she's going to be talking about some changes that she's experienced this past year, because I reached out to her and I just asked, because I've heard her speak, and I'm like, would you want to ever get on my stage? And I kind of told her the theme, and she's going through a lot personally, and she's had to really adjust her life. And she said, this couldn't have come at a better time. She's like, absolutely. So all 3 women have gone through major changes in their life, still going through some of them. And they're ready to come on the stage and talk to you about getting through those times, getting through those changes, and then flourishing.
Amazing. Are you going to get on stage too? Are you speaking?
I don't know if I ever really speak, but I'll be on stage babbling a bit like this, and then I'll be going, right, you guys don't want to hear from me, you want to hear from them.
So the event is October 2nd, 5:30 to 9:30 at the Laurel Packing House.
Yes.
There's only a few tickets left for like there's not many tickets left. You're 80% sold.
Yeah.
You can go. I think they can go online on Eventbrite is where it is right now, and we'll put the link in the article as well, so people can get in there. But what's the format of sort of the event? Like how because I think there's a DJ and like. So, so what's the format of the actual event that's happening?
So if you've ever been to any of the Boss Babe events, you know we've always liked to kind of shake it up, and I'm bringing DJ Shadow with me to the Boss Network. He is amazing, and he sets a great vibe, a great energy. So upon arrival, you'll have about an hour of networking. Curate Kelowna is there. She's putting out a 12-foot charcuterie spread. Of course, my family at 50th Parallel Estate Winery is there, so they'll get a complimentary drink, and you can buy additional if need be. There's a non-alcoholic option for those who don't want to drink. And you're going to network for that first hour. You know, feel the vibes, dance around. It's high energy. And then we're going to be sitting down about like I said, about an hour in, getting settled. And then our speakers will start hitting the stage. There'll be a bit of a break in between. But there is one cool thing that I don't know if you know, but it's probably one of my favorite aspects of the event. I don't know if you know, Rob, or if anybody else out there knows, but I'm actually an introvert. So prior to Boss Babe VIP, getting me at any networking events was pulling teeth. I was uncomfortable, and I still have that today, where I'm wondering who I'm going to speak to next when I'm in a crowd, what I'm going to say. So what I have created is when you go and purchase your ticket, there's an option that says, do you want to go to the event, but you're kind of not afraid, but you're just hesitant on going alone. Click this box and I'll pair you up with somebody prior to the event. So cool. So out of the tickets I've sold, there's about 15% of the individuals who have asked to come with a partner. That's so cool. I think that's incredible. That is and the really feedback I have received, it honestly, it melts my heart, because if more, if there were more events out there that were offering that, I would have gone out there and networked a lot more. Just because you're afraid to go alone. And so I'm going to do an introduction prior to the actual event. They can, via email, they can meet up prior, or they can meet up at the event. Either way, they're going to know somebody there and help get them in the door. And there is power in numbers. I love that idea. That's such a cool idea for people. Even if you're not an introvert, I think that's a really cool idea. Just because, maybe you're just going to go alone. And you're like, oh, I would love to meet somebody, and just like, because a lot of people probably share similar stories that are going to be in that room anyways. There actually is an individual who asked if that was okay. She's like, I'm not introverted or anything like that. She's like, but I thought, it might be a little bit of extra networking. I'm like, hey, why not?
Make a friend.
Exactly, right?
I love it. That's super cool. So what's your vision? I know you're like, Rob, I'm 2 weeks away from this event. But like, is your vision to kind of, that's the idea, is to keep these sort of events going with the Boss Network and be like eventually, into, I'm going to use the word coaching for lack of a better word. Like, is that sort of the vision of where you want to go to with this? Or are you kind of just letting it happen and see where it takes you?
Well, one of my favorite catchphrases is dream big and dream ridiculously big. And I don't care how stupid it would sound to somebody, dream ridiculously big. So I have been brainstorming a lot of little ideas. There will be an event in the spring, of course. I'm going to try to keep those 2 events going per year. But, it's funny what you attract when you open it up to the universe. I've been... there's been women that have reached out to me from Vancouver to Toronto to in the States, Calgary, who have said, I'm doing something similar. I see you, I hear you. Maybe we can make something together. So I don't know what this is yet. And even when I've been talking to these women, we've been having these Zoom calls, and when we're all saying the exact same thing, we're like, we don't know what we're doing, but something is here.
Something is here.
So I can't tell you where exactly it's going, but it's going. It's going, and we're just gaining momentum.
Love it.
Super excited.
So if people are interested in buying tickets, where do what do you recommend they do? Where should they go to buy tickets so they don't miss out on this?
Of course. So you can jump on the Eventbrite site. Just Google it. You can go to thebossnetwork.ca. There's a link there as well. It's going to be posted here on Kelowna Now. So of course, you guys are going to be having that link. Like I said, there's 80% sold. and then there will be a bit of a wait list. I want to get as many individuals in the room as possible.
Sure.
I don't want them to miss out. This event is going to be very different from anything I've done before.
Right.
And I cannot wait to share it with everybody in the community.
That's awesome. I love it. So we will put the link in the article. But if you're going to Eventbrite, look for Breaking New Ground, or you can go to the website, which is thebossnetwork.ca. Yes. So you can go there and all the information is on the site. I'm on there now. You can click through and buy your ticket. So again, kudos to you for doing this. I know there's a lot of work putting events on. We try to do them here, and there's a lot of work. Kudos to our Alexa, who does a lot of the work on those. So I know there's a lot of all the work that goes behind the scenes to put something like this on, right? So
no, I appreciate that. Yeah. And on that note, before we do any wrap up, I do want to do some shout outs, because it is a lot to do an event. And especially now that I'm a sole founder of it, I have to say the community, they've been just phenomenal, stepping up, reaching out to me saying, is there anything I can do? So I just want to run through some sponsors and partners that
100%.
are coming along with me on this journey for this event. So first and foremost has been TD Bank, Women in Enterprise.
I love it.
They've become a family. So thank you so much for them. They're coming on as a title sponsor for the year.
Cool.
Cristal with Body Bar Kelowna, she's coming on as our gold sponsor for the year. So thank you so much. So grateful. And then, of course, I've mentioned the family at 50th Parallel Estate Winery. Been with us since the beginning, so it only makes sense to continue the journey with us. Curated Kelowna for the food. They will be there as well, and their spreads are incredible if you haven't had them. We're going to move into the Rising Influence sponsors, so it's a mouthful. I have Midas West Kelowna on board. I have Micro Wake. I have Atlas Rose, Aqua Head Spa Kelowna, Tideline Wellness, Dr. Tracy Lotes, Intimate Wellbeing, my brokerage, Oakwyn Realty Okanagan, Perspective Events, and Captured by Mesa. I don't think I'm missing anybody. My other photographer is going to be there, Kelowna Homes photographer Craig, and of course DJ Shadow will be setting the vibes. And I should do a shout out to my husband, because he is the unemployed, unsponsored worker that is always there doing all the work. So shout out. I appreciate them all.
What is, actually, now I have a question on that. What is Rising Influence sponsor? Like, what is the Rising Influence?
They are individuals in the community that are making waves and are, stepping up and lending a hand for the event. So it's pretty incredible, and I'm just so honored to be aligned with them. They are all beautiful souls.
Love it. Yeah. Okay, that's very cool. Well, yeah, and you can't run events like this without amazing partnerships that you just listed, because they're really hard to do, and it's not always just financial, right? It's just about the support, the lending a hand, and those sort of things are just important.
You bet.
As well.
You bet.
So, yeah, no, it's awesome. Thank you for catching that and shouting out to our sponsors, be your sponsors, because like I say, you can't do this stuff without them. So
you can't. And if anybody is, like you said, run an event, it's wow. You realize how tough it can be, and again, it's coming down to the community. And in the Okanagan, we have such a beautiful, strong community. So I'm just so grateful to be a part of it.
Love it. Awesome. Well, like we said, get your tickets. There's not a lot left. It's going to be an absolutely amazing event. The speakers are absolutely, each of them have like such great stories. So you're going to get tons of value out of it, 100%.
I couldn't agree more.
So go to Eventbrite or to the website and buy your ticket before they're sold out. So Cameron, thank you so much for joining. It was really fun.
Thank you so much, Rob. Thank you to everybody else for tuning in. And I will see you guys all in 2 weeks on October 2nd at Breaking New Ground at the beautiful Laurel Packing House.
Love it. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Community Spotlight, powered by ATB Wealth Kelowna. Ready to take a powerful step towards the future you want today? Connect with local advisors at ATB Wealth Kelowna to get started.